Hello and welcome back to a brand new series here on my channel. Today we're going to be playing 100 Days Hardcore True Survival. Now, Hardcore Minecraft is difficult as it is. Now, I've already tried it on a Twitch series and I survived 16 days. Please, please, please. No. This is where the 100-day Minecraft challenge makes me think, am I even suited for it? This one's a little bit more difficult. Inside here, my data packs, I have enabled Devon's True Survival, as well as the day counter so we can tell how many days I'm in. But let's go ahead and see what this does by creating our very first world. I'm hoping this works out well. I'm hoping that I can beat this. I don't know how it's going to go, but will it happen? Let's find out. And we are loaded in, and we have finally got it in. As you can see, we're on day 1, and I have a task to do, which somewhere around me should tell me what I need to grab. We've got a bundle. We have the dev diary, which tells me a little bit more information about things, which of course increases new difficulty, introduces new integrated mechanics, improves quality of life. At the very beginning of each day in the Hardcore Minecraft series, we'll be presented with some sort of GUI or an information that basically is my requirement of what I'm required to do. So we're fully still in hardcore. If I die, yes, things will happen. I'm not going to have the world anymore, and that will be the end of the series. But I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I'm going to go ahead and get myself set up. You'll see the days at the very bottom of the countdown, but we're going to see if we can do 100 days in hardcore Minecraft. I've just been mining away, and as you can see, I've got an iron nugget. Now, this has a 10% chance of whenever I break stone, it then creates an iron nugget, which of course can be useful. Of course, this is still hardcore and we're still going ahead doing different things. Now, this series, of course, does have some mods, which I'm going to put out there right at the very beginning of this episode so you guys know what's happening. The only mod that I've allowed myself to install is Replay Mod. That is only for you guys to see what's happening. I'm not allowed to use it for any other purposes apart from replays. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves an upgrade, and hopefully everything will be looking superb for us. As I go looking for new land as well as sheep, cows and everything else, because a couple of recipes have changed. For example, the torch recipe, if I was to put the coal on top of there, no longer exists. Now, we can look inside this to find out exactly what the torch requires. It requires some seagrass as well as coal. So as you can see, things are a little bit more difficult the more you go on. Now, I do need a bit more coal and iron to be able to get ourselves some shears to shear off the seagrass, because if I was to just punch this, it would just result in absolutely nothing. So once we've done that, we can get ourselves some torches as well, and we should be able to get ourselves on the road. If you want to download this pack and do this world with me in your own survival world, then feel free to download it. I'll put the links to it down in the description down below. To install a modded data pack inside of a hardcore world, you load up the hardcore world as per usual, you then close it down, you then copy the datapack files into the datapacks folder and then reload back into the world, and hey presto, your datapack world is all set and done. And the first night has already reached us, and of course I'm sitting here going, I do not want to die. I've got no armor. All I've got myself is a bow and the ocean to keep myself safe, and that probably is nowhere near enough. All it's going to take village! Right, I'm going straight for the village. Perfect. That is exactly what I need, and hopefully we can get ourselves some extra resources while we're in there as well. Please don't be one of those abandoned villages. Please be a nice one. And by the looks of things, it is. Perfect. We can go ahead and sleep away the night. As you can see, we've got a brand new achievement, and I have been tasked with eating rotten flesh. That is what I've been tasked with. I don't know how well that's going to be. I should probably actually take that bed, actually. Just the thing that I really wanted to start off with. But let's just go ahead and do ourselves a favour, grab some of these resources as well. Zombies and skeletons and all the other mobs have multiple different things on them. But what I really need is leather, because leather is what we need for the custom crafting recipe or custom crafting table that we're going to come up with. But first, before I move on, I'm going to quickly check all these houses and see if there's any lovely lootable chests that I can go ahead and take. Perfect. One single chest, but it managed to grab ourselves some 5 iron. And I do want to do like that battle thing that people do whenever they start Minecraft series off, and they always battle off the iron golem. And I know there is one around here somewhere, so maybe we should take on the iron golem and see how well we do. There he is. Ah, perfect. I feel like a Minecraft pro. I'm going to go ahead and grab myself some other resources, because these resources could become useful later on in the episode or the series. Let's go ahead and see if we can find ourselves a cow. Aha, a couple of cows. Now, I've been told, actually, if I also do this with an axe... Nope, it's not going to be the... I need to use this with this. Come here, you. Now it says if I was to do this and then grab myself the emerald and place the emerald on top, that creates ourselves a custom crafter. Now I have no idea what this custom crafter can do. As you can see, it has a campfire on it. Now campfires are actually the only way that I can heal in this version of Minecraft. I cannot heal in any other way. Natural regeneration is turned off completely. I think I'm going to grab myself a little bit more food, a little bit more resources, and then we're going to try and find a place that we can call home for 100 days. Day 3, and I've done something stupid there. I haven't filled in my hunger task, so of course I'm going to need a golden apple for regeneration. So let me just quickly go ahead and cook some food up, because I'm going to die if I'm not careful. Food, coal, please, 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 come on. Come on, cook something, cook something, cook something, cook something. I didn't finish my task. I need to have a golden apple. So as you can see, there is a task for not completing your requirements. And yeah, that's not very fun. And I've got to stay by this campfire now to do some regeneration, because that was definitely not fun. Before I go caving, I need to go ahead and withdraw some seagrass from this ocean area or this river area, because that is what I need to make myself some torches. Now, if I don't have any torches, I can't go caving. And if I can't go caving, I can't get all the resources that I need. And I can't believe that the next thing that it requires me to get is a golden apple. I'm going to die if I'm not careful. I did not spot that. I keep forgetting the natural regeneration is not on. This is going to be a lot more difficult than I thought it was. So throw a log onto a campfire to slowly regenerate 3 hearts, staying in 7+ light level, and keeping your hunger up will heal you 0.5 hearts every 3 minutes. So I can do it that way, or I can do it via the logs, which unfortunately I don't have again. It really does adjust the dynamics of the game, and to be perfectly honest, I quite enjoy it in some weird way, if you know what I mean. It's okay. It works. So you kind of have to make sure you grow trees. You've got to make sure you get all your basic farm set up for food. If you don't have that set up, well, you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle really badly, and you're most likely going to die. Now, I know I've got some logs here that I can just chuck onto the campfire and regenerate those 3 lovely hearts. Let's see that in action. There it goes. There we are. Full health. Back to normal. Now time to get ourselves some little farming area set up around here as well. Day 4 coming up, and I wasn't able to get the golden apple, which means I've now got hunger for a couple of seconds. But that actually happens every single time I sleep. And yeah, I need another golden apple to, cure my hunger. But I also need a couple of things as well, like an iron bucket, and I don't have the iron for that. So yeah, this is going to be fun. I do like the fact that I get a little bit of iron just for mining cobblestone, because look, just there, you got some extra iron, and that really does make a difference, especially in the early game. Now, I'm planning to go 10 days per episode, or 10 Minecraft days per episode. We're on day 4 right this second, so hopefully that should give about 10 episodes worth of content for you guys. Please do let me know if you like this series by giving this video a big thumbs up, and also clicking that subscribe button. I'm hovering around 200 subscribers. The other day I managed to get 200, but unfortunately someone unsubscribed. Well, if they didn't like the content, well, that's true. They didn't like the content. I prefer if you unsubscribe than not do that. Same time, if you're enjoying the content, click the subscribe button. It does help me out a lot. There is a couple of extra stuff that, things are not so friendly. Creepers, well, they give slowness when you're nearby them. yeah, you don't want to be anywhere near them, basically, because if you're near them, you've got slowness and you're going to get the explosion effect. Zombies apply hunger effect on a hit. Skeletons, basically armored skeletons switch to axes when close by. Spiders, strength spiders will hatch spiderlings and lay cobwebs. It's becoming nighttime again, which means, yes, I have not managed to grab the golden apple, but that's a bit of a difficult one. I'm going to go ahead and sleep and probably wake up with some hunger as per usual, because you always get it whenever you wake up. What have I been asked to eat this time? Rotten flesh. Now, that one I can achieve, annoyingly. You can see that I now have strength and absorption, as well as a bit more of a health boost. So right this second, if I was to fight any mobs, yeah, they're gonna die. Definitely not going to fight any horses. I still stand by that, even in hardcore Minecraft. But you, hell yeah. Now, I just spotted something. I went to go and craft myself a bookcase, which I have some books inside of here. There's those, and I have some planks. Normal recipe, you know? So I gone ahead and did the usual stuff, which is those, and then the books in the middle to create myself the bookcase. Turns out that is not possible in this data pack. If I go ahead and search up the bookcase, you will notice that I now require crimson and warp planks to be able to do this. So yeah, that's going to be a little bit more difficult than I was expecting. But I have now managed to move my bed or bedroom down into this section just down here. And up here is going to be like my utility area and everything else. Because I think that might suit this area a little bit better than what we originally had. Another day has gone by. We're about to enter day 6. And of course, what have we been asked? Rotten flesh. That's fine. We can eat some rotten flesh as our food because I've been quite nice and saving some up. For some reason, I kind of knew I needed it. So let me just go ahead, have some rotten flesh, and I'm going to go out and I need to grab some more coal. Unfortunately, I have run out. Now, I have got hunger still for 22 seconds, so it's probably, you know, helpful if I keep the hunger happy. Perfect. Some coal. Let's go grab it. You may notice I've got myself some chains. That's for a reason. Basically, chains are a little bit cheaper in this one, but chains are actually useful in this one because if I was to grab these together and then go ahead and look in the crafting bench, there's nothing here. But I was able to now look for chainmail helmet. So yeah, you can actually craft chainmail stuff. And now the chainmail actually has a negative effect on the effects that some mobs get, which in all honesty, I kind of really want. I kind of want to use the chainmail armor because that helps. A stack of 64 torches and 16 should be more than enough for what I need. Let's go ahead and put everything else away in case I manage to grab some extra resources, because we're going to go heading down into the mines. Now, I have a pet peeve in Minecraft where you kind of, you know, instantly bash your head. So this is the height of the stairs, and I also use staircases because, hey, it uses less hunger. Aha, another spectral mob. I must be close to some sort of cave around here, and I have no idea where that cave is. Before I go searching any further, I think a nice shield will become in handy. Did not know that. A shield requires a block of iron, which requires a lot more iron than I actually have at the moment. So probably going to look for mobs isn't the best sort of method in itself. Now, I had a quick look outside, and it does mean it is nighttime. Let's see if I need any extra food, or what food I require to start off the day with. Please be something nice. Chicken! Yes! I can do chicken. Now you notice I got a little bit of hunger. Actually, chicken! By eating meat, just here this steak that actually counted towards it. That's because it's actually a category of food, which, I tell you what, is really helpful. You can see a cave. I never like it when I can see caves. There's a spider. I really should light up this place as much as I possibly can do, because that's going to help me. There's a creeper up there, and of course creepers give slowness effect, which is why, of course, I needed to make sure I was not there. There's the slowness. Slowness 2. I really don't want to get slowness. Now, this mob is not armoured, but I will, just do a bit of this. Maybe caving probably isn't the best option at this time, and just getting myself down to the resources is probably the better option in this case. This is a Spelunker. Now, the Wandering Trader, these are actually quite useful, of course, and Norma's pickaxe, yeah, they could be useful. The only problem is I don't have enough resources for them. I'd rather go for the bread. I'm going to take that now. Thank you very much, Wandering Trader. For once, you're actually useful and you're not going to die. 5 iron is definitely going to be required, and I managed to find that while mining down below and actually doing a slight bit of caving with not too many issues, which I am really glad about. The good news is that I managed to find a lot more iron nuggets or iron ingots that we can smelt away down in the caves, because my little staircase actually came down to this area. However good that actually is, I don't actually know. We'll soon find out whether I die. But day 7, we're not doing too badly at the moment. We've not taken a lot of damage recently, which I am very glad about. I think it's time we head back upstairs and make ourselves at least one shield, maybe a bit of armor. And while we smelt the stuff away, yeah, I think we need to go ahead and sleep away the night, because day 8 is nearly upon us. Let's go ahead and sleep the rest of the night away, because this is definitely going to be required. What actually food was it? It's an apple. Aha! Now, an apple I can do is just right there. Perfect. There goes the strength effect and the absorption. Yay! Day 8 is finishing off with some lovely weather, and we're about to go into day 9. But before we do that, I have been a little bit busy once again, just getting myself some resources, some everything else ready to go. And as you can see, I have already started doing some work on the main base build, because I honestly think that we need a bit more, oomph into the build. And that is probably what's required. Now, I do realise that I've got a nice big gaping hole at the moment, but a little bit of sand making some glass will be probably the best idea. But let's sleep away the night and see what resource we need to eat first thing in the morning for day 9. Day 9 is some bread. I can have bread. And perfect. We now have a little bit of an area that we can come and see. We can see what's happening outside before we actually go outside. Because, would you believe it, that might be an idea to happen. Because the last thing I want to do is die in this hardcore world and lose all the progress that I've done so far in this day. Oh, and also, I now have some iron armor as well. It didn't take too long, just a couple of days. Let's just go ahead, and I think we might go ahead and see and light up a bit more of the caves down below. Do I have enough torches, though? I'm not entirely sure. Let's go ahead and grab some. I think I'm going to need to shear off some more stuff down in the ocean. Let's go ahead and do that now. Playing hardcore Minecraft is fun. The only problem is, when you're on your own, you kind of feel like the sole survivor of a zombie apocalypse. And to make that really feel like the way, I've started to craft myself a diary. Diary of the sole survivor of the zombie apocalypse. By Manumission 24/7. Day 1 to 10. I awoke on the first day after the virus took over the world and left, as far as I can tell, just myself to survive. I awoke with a bundle of 1 emerald and a book, and not much else. All my prized possessions had vanished and my family was gone. I must survive. Each night terrifies me as I see the wonders of zombies and the graves of skeletons come to life. I start by punching a few trees and wandering through the wilderness, trying to find food and a place to call home. Night falls quickly. Danger is all around. Thankfully, a village appears in the distance. So I row as fast as I can, avoiding the mobs that want me to join them in the life of the dead. Sleep comes easy with the soft, warm yellow beds that I found. However, I woke with some unusual cravings of food, not sure what, but it was definitely required. I head off out of the safety of the villagers, who seemed to be people, but could only mutter a few syllables and not much more. Heading into the distance to find a place to call home. After borrowing some resources from the local farmer, we found it. A place to call home. But Minecraft is no longer the Minecraft that I thought it was. A simple recipe to craft a torch is not so simple now, needing more resources than before. I've managed to make it feel homely and have now started the hunt for armor and must try and defeat this curse, or at least try before 100 days is up, or the end is too close. Who knows what's to come in the next few days as we head into the next week of our lives. Day 10. It's coming upon us. We're nearly upon it, and we have now got ourselves a nice home, got ourselves comfy, and we've got ourselves some resources, and I have been working hard just grabbing the extra couple of bits of food that I need to survive. I tell you what, having a storyline adding into this whole thing really makes a difference. Time to sleep away the night and see what we require for the last day of days 1 to 10. It's a soup, a mushroom soup by the looks of things. The problem is I have not found any mushroom. For the final day of this episode, I'm going to be heading out, doing myself a favour and seeing if I can grab any extra resources and seeing what else I can find. A beehive right close, that could be useful. Hi bees, it's nice to see you. But let's go and have a look and see what we can find and see if there's anything of useful. At least there might be something, because I can see a nice cliff face up there, so we could possibly get some powdered snow. But while I'm out here, getting some food and extra resources is definitely required. I'm going to need it for the next couple of days. Well, the good news is that I found a forest. Now, the forest is going to become useful because, of course, that's how we can heal up with a campfire, which I think is probably a good thing, because I can use that as a nice, efficient way of being able to heal myself in the end, especially when it comes to fighting the Ender Dragon, which is something that I really want to achieve in this 100 Days Minecraft series. I want to fight the Ender Dragon, I want to explore the end, and maybe even get myself some netherite armor, as long as I, well, don't die, which has happened a couple of times in hardcore series before. We're going to finish off today's episode by watching the sun set in the distance, which is what's happening right this second. If you have enjoyed today's episode, do click that like button, click that subscribe button, and I will see you next time on this 100 Days in Hardcore Minecraft, or should I say, Extra Hardcore Minecraft. I think that's what I've come up with it. But anyway, I will see you in the next episode. Till then, bye-bye.